Ciao, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday, happy Mars Day, and hope you're having a beautiful week. You might have noticed I'm not actually live this week. I am off exploring Italy, but I want to make sure that you still have your daily guidance. So if you're seeing this video live, still interact with the chat. If you're finding it later, comment down below. Let me know how your day is going so I can say hey from across the globe. Let's start with our notable Virgos as we round out Virgo season these last couple days. Sophia Loren is a Virgo. Speaking of Italy and Italian beauties, let's see. Anybody else popping out to you that we really need to discuss? George R.R. Martin. No one else is screaming to me. Kristen Johnson, famous actress. Okay, all right. But, Van Jones, he's a Virgo, journalist vibes. I see that. I see that. If you're a Virgo, if you know someone who's celebrating a birthday today, let us know so we can celebrate them too. Let's get a check on the energy. The sun, of course, is in Virgo. The moon is still in Cancer, but it's moving into Leo today. And that's what we're talking about, the moon. There aren't any major transits for the next 2 days. A welcome break from all of the transits we had play out over the weekend and even into Monday. We'll take a couple days where we're just talking about the moon. Am I right? So let's get into it. Here's a look at the current chart. We have the waning crescent moon in Cancer, really inviting us to surrender and release through our emotions. The moon is at home in Cancer, and we too are more attuned to our intuition and more tapped into our true feelings. Home is where the surrender is when the waning crescent moon is in Cancer. So really an invitation to get nice and cozy, relax in comfortable environments. And that's where we can release any tension in our body, release any remaining beliefs or thoughts that are playing out in our mind, and any energy that's no longer serving us. Remember, we're making our way towards that new moon in Libra on Sunday. So really, this is the time to let it all go. And our emotions can show us actually under the Cancer moon where we're still holding tension. If something is provoking an emotion, there might be something beneath that emotion that's looking for attention. Trust your intuition and trust the sensations you're feeling in your body. We start the morning with the moon opposing Pluto. This is at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So you can see on our chart here, the moon, once it's at about 26 degrees, there's that opposition to Pluto playing out. Anytime the moon opposes Pluto, power struggles are possible. So could be a little bit of a rocky start to the morning. Maybe you sleep through this transit and that might be a nice thing. But especially if you live on the East Coast, this is the energy you're most likely waking up under. Under the Cancer moon, our guard is up, but our sensitivities are easily provoked. We crave control when the moon opposes Pluto, making manipulations seem attractive. But remember, if there's anything to hold on to about this transit, it's that we can only control ourselves. So when the moon opposes Pluto, we want to control other people. Come back home to your own emotions and controlling those. But the energy shifts a little bit. Just a couple hours later, the moon forms a sextile to the sun. And you can see that on our chart here, the moon and sun in that nice 60-degree angle at the top of the chart. This is going to help us move forward in the day with more clarity, more confidence, and with just support, our internal emotions supporting our external expression and vice versa. This is going to help us feel better, especially if we had a rocky start to the morning. It's like our inner selves and our outer selves are working hand in hand. The moon is void today from 10 a.m. to 1:38 p.m. when it moves into Leo. Again, all of these times are Pacific time. And it'll be an interesting perspective since I'm in Italy to see how the transits play out in a different time zone. I haven't quite had that experience on such a drastic level yet. But the void moon from 10 a.m. to about 1:30 this afternoon gives us an opportunity to rest. And if there was any tension that arose when the moon opposed Pluto, this is a time to say sorry, let that tension diffuse. The moon in Leo sparks more playfulness, more fun, and that can be a great way to surrender under the waning moon as well. letting your hair down, expressing yourself, surrendering to the energy you're feeling in the moment, tapping into your inner child too. Leo rules the inner child. So releasing that need for control under the Leo moon and really just allowing our authentic expression to come through. At 6 p.m. Pacific time, the moon forms a sextile to Mercury retrograde. If we lean into our ability to express ourselves, emotions can come through in conversation or in writing more easily. So this is really a nice moment to lean into ways that you expressed yourself maybe as a child, as we were talking about Leo energy, tapping into the inner child. That can feel really nurturing. And Mercury's retrograde, so reviewing ways we used to express ourselves can come pretty easily. Take notes from your former self. We end the day 10 p.m. Pacific time with the moon harmonizing with Jupiter. So I'll jump ahead on our chart here. We'll just jump ahead like 12 hours and see what that looks like. The moon in Leo at 4 degrees, harmonizing with Jupiter and Aries at 4 degrees. This is fiery energy, and don't be surprised if you get a late night boost of energy, or there could even be some restless sleep with so much fire and Jupiter amplifying that Leo moon. Like you just want to stay up and play all night, but it's a Tuesday night. So let me know in the comments how that plays out for you. I'm really curious again to see what that means for me in a different time zone, because I often write the forecast based on the Pacific time zone, but I think this is going to give me some good perspective on how to make it more global, if you will. Anyway, when the moon harmonizes with Leo, we can end the day with optimism, positivity. Did I say the moon harmonizes with Leo? The moon harmonizes with Jupiter. You get what I mean. You get what I'm saying. We can easily see the silver linings. It's joy, it's positivity, it's playfulness, it's bold expression. We're confident, we're proud late tonight, just not quite the best energy to fall asleep under, if you know what I mean. So we'll come back to today's affirmation inspired by the Leo moon. It's safe for me to play. It's safe for me to play. And that's a great energy to be in when we're trying to release and process a lot of things that are coming up during retrograde season. It's safe for us to play. It's safe for us to just kind of be in the experience of life without trying to make things happen so much. And we'll end this quick episode of transits today with a tarot pull. I'm going to pull from the Queen of the Moon deck by Stacey DeMarco, since we've been talking all about the moon today, and we'll see what wants to come through. So if you're joining me live or if you're finding this video later, let's just all go ahead and take a deep breath together. Here we go. Breathe in. What do we need to know? Ooh, interesting. The masculine is the card that came up. The masculine. Really interesting that we're shifting from Cancer energy to Leo energy today, because we're going from this very feminine energy of the moon in Cancer to a more masculine energy with the moon in Leo. And I love how this says lunar god. It just feels very confident, feels very Leo-like. And I also love that in the background, I don't know if you can see it, there are two children holding hands. Feels very much like a reminder to tap into our inner child today and to show up for our inner child. Notice how the man is the protector. It's safe for you to play. It's safe for you to let your inner child out to enjoy today. I hope you found this video helpful, this quick check-in. I will be back next week for more live episodes of transits today. I will have a couple episodes going live to chat with you all from Italy too. So follow me on Instagram to see when that's happening and to see what I'm doing in Italy. Come play along with me in my Italian adventures. You can also find a full detailed breakdown of this forecast at thespiritualjournalist.com, and you can find the full forecasts every day at that website. And if you found this video helpful, whether you're new to our community or you're here every morning, please go ahead and like and subscribe so we can keep these videos coming to you for free every single day. I'm so grateful you found us here. I'm so grateful you showed up for this community, even when I'm on vacation. I appreciate you all. I love you. I hope you have the most beautiful and fun day under the Leo moon. And until I see you next, ciao and stay curious. Thank you so much for joining us and aligning with the energy of the universe today. If you enjoyed this morning's episode of Transits Today, you can join our live astrology discussion every weekday morning right here wherever you're watching. And head to thespiritualjournalist.com to read your daily astrology forecast and browse the Spiritual Shop. The most fun way to help keep these forecasts free and support more content like this is to buy yourself a little something on our website. But if you're feeling extra generous, you can also buy me a coffee to fuel future live streams. Just tap the link in the description or head to buymeacoffee.com and search The Spiritual Journalist. And speaking of, you can also tune in to The Spiritual Journalist, our weekly live interview where we ask our guests questions about everything from crystals and manifestation to mental health and the environment. Those conversations stream live right here wherever you're watching now every Tuesday. I'm so grateful you found us here, and I can't wait for our next conversation.